we are ready to dive back in to the madness that is Persona 3 Reload. I don't know what we're going to get through today. Well, outside of final exams. We will be doing finals today. That much I know. Oh, do we get the dog? We get to pet that dog again? I did the math just because I've taken so many Saturdays off, because every Saturday outside of this upcoming one was supposed to be like 6 hours of Persona content. So we are very behind where I would like to be in the game by now. We should be about 36 hours in, roughly. We haven't worked on her confidant for a while. Oh. There you are. Did it fix itself after the last Persona stream? No, I went back and fixed it because it was the same scene. You beat the game at the hardest difficulty already? Oh my gosh. Young. He looks like he's in his 40s.
You don't look so good. Are you sick?
Yes. I'm surprised you could tell.
Well, that would explain it. He's like 25. Honestly, me after all the editing I did yesterday. That's kind of what I looked like. But just a little cuntier, you know. Oh, there seems to be 2 of the chats going at the same time. Oh, I see it now. I guess it did fix itself. How strange. Oh, well, that one makes sense.
Huh? You really are sick?
No, I was kidding. You're so easy, Mike.
Yeah, maybe that ages you just a bit. Yeah, just a little bit.
No fair, I trusted you. Don't tease me just because I'm a kid.
And who are you? Ah, so you're the one she was talking about. I was wondering what you were like. Do you see yourself as her guardian? Or are you simply 2 children playing together?
Hey, I'm hungry now. I want takoyaki. Takoyaki! You can eat with us too, Stripey.
No, I'll pass, thanks. See you later.
He's gone. I usually see him around the shrine on Sundays. I pass by on the way to cram school. Okay, it's takoyaki time. It's so hot, I almost burned myself.
Yeah, at least he isn't predatory or wanting a relationship with the child. Yeah, unlike another socially.
I remember one time my dad burned his mouth on this stuff.
That part.
Because I put too many in his mouth at once.
Child.
He was like, "Ah!" Oh. Dad hasn't been coming home much these days.
Well, if you shoved all that hot takoyaki in his mouth, I could see why.
It's my birthday soon. Do you think you'll come home and see me? You really think so? My mom always gives me presents on my birthday. She hasn't asked me what I want this year yet.
I just want my parents to not get divorced.
If they really loved me, they wouldn't get a divorce.
Not the gaslighting from this child.
You're the only one who spends time with me. Oh, I have to go home. Today is laundry day. If I don't do laundry, the house gets really messy.
And she's what, like 9 or 10 at the oldest? Yeah, she's too trusting. She's just trauma dumping on us.
See you later, okay? Oh, welcome back.
Okay. About what?
Um,
I'm sure you're burnout coming right off of an operation. You know, it might do you good just to rest today. Okay, doesn't look like there's anything to do here. Yeah, we might need a teacher. She's in primary school. Okay. So yeah, so she's like probably 8 or 9 then. Might need to teach her about how divorce works. Yeah, like I understand like the child's perspective of being like, well, if you loved me, you wouldn't do this to me. But it's like at the same time, you got to do what's good for like you as a couple, because if you stay together for the kids, you're only going to harm the kids. Like it's not going to help anybody. It did. I got a lot done, Amy. Okay. My parents said our school was rebuilt after an explosion 10 years ago.
by the way,
I also heard the explosion wasn't the only reason. Around that time, a lot of students suddenly stopped coming to school. Maybe that's why they put up the new building to start with a clean slate. You think there's a dark side to Gekko-Con High? You watch way too much TV. Working on Rookity right now. Oh, I hope you get it soon.
Let's skim through this chapter.
You watched a Thai series in 2022 where the main character wanted his parents not to split, so he put this film together to remind them they loved each other. He was like 19, 20. See, like, if it's like a small child doing it, it's cute. But when it's a young adult, it's like, just, you know, like, your parents are adults. They need to just, like, you know, some couples who stayed together for their kids and it never showed. Their daughter just moved out for college and they split so fast. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people in my family are like that, where they stay together for the kids, and then once the kids are out, then it's like, okay, we can let this fall apart now. In 794, the Heian Kyo was established. In 894, they abolished imperial embassies to China. I might put this section on the exam next week. I'm feeling lazy. Anyway, on to feudalism. Listen carefully because this has to do with the origins of the samurai. I choose you, Yuki. Let's see what you know. So the law permitting permanent ownership of newly cultivated land served as the foundation for the development of feudalism. Thanks to this decree, a lot of land was cultivated. At the same time, a serious problem arose for the farmers. Do you remember what that was? Social disparity.
Yes, exactly.
I remember this from my Japanese history class. The work doesn't end after you plow the land. It costs a lot of money to build waterways and stuff on top of that. So the farmers with more wealth and authority could make more money by expanding their lands. On the other hand, those who weren't affluent had no choice but to remain poor. It's the same old story throughout time. Well, that's all for the Heian period. Yeah, the film didn't work, of course. His parents was his idea of love, and once that idea of love was destroyed, it caused more problems, which was not needed in the last episode. Oh gosh. Yeah. I had that experience growing up. Like, there's a lot of folks who, because my parents were like some of the only ones that weren't divorced when I was growing up, they would be like, you need to, you know, really pay attention to that, and your parents are really incredible because they've stayed together and blah 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 blah. And like there's a lot of things where it's like, if I'm leading off, or if I'm like following example from my parents, but there's a lot of things I would not do. But slay, you know. Okay, sounds good.
Listen. Yes.
Okay.
You have a pretty good appetite. You even kept up with me. How do you stay so thin, though? Looks really are deceiving, aren't they? But that means there are people out there who secretly want to take my title as Gourmet King. Maybe. Actually, remember that puny middle-aged guy from the other day? I bet he was an assassin. Maybe. There's nothing I can do about it right now, but I'll show them soon enough. Just you wait.
Yeah, that's how. That's kind of a similar situation for me.
Achievements and your courageous appetite, I hereby appoint you to the Gourmet King's Royal Guard.
It was like I've learned more of what not to do than what to do, you know?
No, maybe that's too much of a burden for you to bear.
I think this is only 2 for him. Yeah.
By the way, you're a second year, right? So you're 1 year below me. It kind of feels like I have a younger brother now. Well, would you want to be my younger brother?
Not really, no, but I'll say sure, why not?
You do sort of look like him. No, that's impossible. I knew this would happen. I always get hungry if I think about the past too hard. And I just filled up on that beef bowl, too. Better stay true to form and keep eating, huh? Here's to a healthy
He's a year
future,
older than
remembering
us,
the
so he's a
past.
3rd year.
Memory rewind. All right, now in reverse. Let's moonwalk.
Oh, Jesus.
What are you doing? You're my royal guard. You have to join me.
Why? Why is this in the game?
Now do as I do. Moonwalk into Umiushi.
They made that animation, so we have to do a whole thing with that now.
Oh, it's you.
So sometime to the next full moon. While I wish I could tell you to take it slow, finals start next Monday, so I'd like you to care for your health and concentrate on your studies. Honestly, I would too. I study with mom and dad. Okay, I'm not worried about Akihiko's grades. I'm more worried he'll run off and do some reckless training, and studying has the added benefit of preventing that possibility. So here we are, even though I'm mostly done studying for the exams. Then why don't you overlook Yuki's studies? That is, if he's able to join us. Please do.
I was hoping to go for another run after rehydrating.
I believe you've done enough physical activity for one day. Any more and you'll hurt yourself.
Fine. So, were there any subjects you needed help with?
Any tips for remembering kanji?
The most basic method is writing them over and over again. But I get that's a tough way to stay motivated. That's why I reward myself with workout reps based on the number of new kanji I've learned. The more you study, the stronger you'll get. Pretty motivating, huh? In any case, I advise having a good workout ready to treat yourself with after a study session.
Now that I agree with.
It all comes down to making it a regular habit. Just a little each day really adds up.
Give me that snack.
I wasn't going to say anything, but Akihiko, working out isn't normally a reward for most people.
So true.
On top of that, what good does it do to preach about long-term habits mere days before the exam?
Yeah, isn't this set in Japan? Why does he have to ask how to memorize kanji when he's 16? Who knows?
I guess you have a point. In that case, how would you recommend cramming for it?
It's not my usual style, but I would focus on memorizing material that is likely to be tested.
That's what we do here in America.
If you give it your all, it shouldn't be too difficult. Easier than facing the enemy wholly unprepared, at least.
And then if you're me, you memorize the wrong things, and you memorize everything but what's on the exam.
Well, we can talk all night, but doing is where the magic happens. Here, let me give you some practice problems.
Yay!
You catch on quick. You immediately took what you learned and put it into practice. All you need now is some strength training and you'll be unstoppable.
No, you're fine.
Once the exams are over, why don't we dive into Tartarus for a bit and get some workouts in?
You never change. I'll need to continue keeping an eye on you to make sure you don't overdo it.
The more you study and the more you train, the better results you'll get. I look forward to seeing what you'll accomplish from here on. Let's call it here for today. I want to get some stretches in before heading to bed.
Let's get on with today's lesson.
Silence. Class is beginning. Uriel, Rilui, Ili, Eulorleiru. Words. I feel like I'm having a stroke reading that. We don't have that luxury for our main exams. We can guess what's not going to be on it, but they still can put it on the exam for some reason. At least in A levels, it was a teacher-given test, so they said what to study. Just a quick preface, when I use the word magic, I mean it in a very general sense. Hi, Lumen, hello, hello. Anyways, today's topic is the magic of medieval Europe. I'll be giving a crash course on the single most magical place in time in recorded history. So there are a lot of materials pertaining to Western magic, from printed books to communal folklore. I'll cover all of it, including the changes European magic has seen since then. As I mentioned previously, European magic finds its origins in paganism. Starting with Christianity, though, it has been influenced by an influx of various cultures. Let's see, what are some well-known examples? There's Kabbalah, which is the esoteric study of mythical aspects of Jewish texts. There's also Gnosticism, a Christian sect founded by Simon Magus, the sorcerer. Greece's philosophy and natural sciences were the fruits of magical researchers. And the same were true of Islam's scientific advances, which surpassed Europe's at the time. Now, as for the circumstances of magic in this age, it was an era where the rule of Christianity and the insight of the natural sciences collided. Magicians bravely reached up for a connection with the gods. Say, are you still awake? You're not daydreaming, right? How about a test to see if you're paying attention? You'll know the type of guardian angel you have depending on how you answer.
Okay then.
Okay. Thank your guardian angel because they must be kind. The magicians of the age achieved great things, particularly the renowned grimoire. A grimoire is a collection of magical texts, usually as all-encompassing as possible. We're in. I answered correctly. Oh, look at me go. Well, since they're right before exams, they don't want anything to do with social stuff. Yes. I believe so.
Marvelous.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it. Here are my requests. Oh my, you've all.
Bam. Oh wow, there's so many to do.
By all means. Come to think of it, I will await a report of. Come to think of it.
Okay.
By all means. Oh, yes. I will await a I can sense. By all means.
Oh, I can do that.
If I may say so. By all means. A shame. By all means. Very well.
Well, let's go do that one request of hers. A couple of requests of hers we can do.
Welcome. Take your time. Please come. Welcome. Take your. Please.
Let's see, is it up here? I have plenty. Okay. Something you find from the ocean.
Good day. Here are my requests.
Okay.
I won't insist you do anything, but it'd be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Very well.
Is it just still, yeah, the bookworm's place? Oh, okay. Welcome back. This is what I want. I want to feed the cat. Okay. Oh. Yeah, we fed a cat. But now I need to go buy more cat food. This is the wrong place.
You sure? Thanks for coming.
I'll buy another one just to be safe.
You got everything you need? Come again, yeah?
Okay. Oh, these places are gonna open soon. July 22nd. July 18th. Oh, you need 4 total? Okay, well then I'll go buy more.
Come on in. That's all. Thanks. That's all. Thanks for coming. You got everything you need? Thanks.
You're welcome. What to do? What to do for my Friday afternoon? Well, I guess we'll spend time with him.
That enough appetizers? Excuse me, sir. 2 bowls of the usual today, and as always, make sure one of them is extra large.
Coming right up.
Once you taste this, my friend, there is no going back. Ton noodles! Yes! That's 3, count 'em, 3 tons! This is the crown jewel of the secret menu here. Even better than the Hagakure bowl! The simple salt-based broth, complemented by the rich, spicy miso sauce. It's like a microcosm of the miracle of creation! It's all about that secret menu. Although, how will people find it if it's too secret? Whatever. The harder I think about it, the hungrier I'm gonna get. Oh, sir! Don't toss out that first bowl, all right? That soup and I have unfinished business. This is a huge honor for you, you know? You're only the second person to taste this after me. Don't forget to blow on the noodles to cool them off.
Yay, level 3.
What a lucky guy you are. I mean, you get to be friends with me. And just so you know, you wouldn't be getting this with my younger brother. Because the Gourmet King's brother is not the Gourmet King. So, do you get me, Who am I? Go on, I want to hear it come out of your mouth.
The Gourmet King.
My word, not so loud! Are you trying to embarrass me? Here, have some of my boiled egg. I had a couple of bites, but it's still good. No more talking! The food's gonna be a chewy, flavorless mess if we don't eat up! Sir? Sir! You saved that first bowl, right? Because I'm gonna be needing it.
Yeah, he's an odd fellow. A bit of an odd duck, that one.
Oh, welcome back.
Oh, Junpei's being moody.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, I guess Junpei isn't gonna pass his finals.
Yeah.
Let's get our academics up more.
Luca, your notes look so trendy. I kind of wasn't expecting that.
Oh no, these are Natsuki-chan's notes. She let me borrow them since I was out trapped in Tartarus. She sure is. That said, there's actually quite a bit missing from these notes.
Oh, you're right. This part just has the equation and no answer, and this page is full of doodles. And this part, is that a drool stain?
Oh no.
Hey, it may not be the best study material, but it's the thought that counts, right?
I've been trying to think of a way to return the favor.
Complete her notes.
Complete her notes. You mean like fill in all the parts she's missing?
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. But it's going to be a lot of material. I wonder if I can finish it all.
Then we'll help you out. It'll be a good review for us, too.
I wish.
Thanks, you two.
Here, let me see those notes.
Oh, yeah. All done. It looks wonderful.
Yay.
Natsuki-chan's in for a real surprise when she sees this.
I hope she likes it.
I'm sure she will. I couldn't have done it without your help. Thanks, you two.
Well, it certainly helped us study too, right?
I'll make sure to give Natsuki-chan the notes back tomorrow. Good night.
Hey,
Exams are coming up pretty soon. Have you been studying? Yep. Oh yeah? Well, not that it's any of my business. Well, you clearly haven't been. He's in a mood. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Finally, we've reached Taira no Masakado. Or, I guess it'd be Taira no Masakado, not Taira. He's the turning point of the era of the samurai. It all began with infighting among the Taira clan. Their conflict escalated until the Imperial Court had to intervene. Masakado was pursued by the Imperial Court, so he had no choice but to openly oppose them. The result was known as the War of Masakado. You may not look like a samurai, but let's see if you know this one anyway. There's a theory that Taira no Masakado thought of the prototype for an item essential to battle. What do you think that item was? Something every samurai needs. Armor, probably. Oh, the katana. Never mind. Smizing. Think of samurai and their swords are the first. Think of samurai and their swords are the first thing that come to mind. Although it's not known whether Masakado really came up with them. Yeah, it's definitely the rifle. Absolutely. Okay, this is gonna be on the exam next week. Okay. At last, I can feel them on their way. The samurai are almost here. In 1185, the Kamakura shogunate was established. Yes, we're there. And of course, its founder was Minamoto no Yoritomo. I can't believe we finally made it. I used to run like facial workshops when I would show choir in high school. And so I would be like, we have to smize right now. You need to be, you know, like I would literally walk around and be like, everybody smile, and then keep your eyes the same, but drop the mouth. Not like that. Not that kind. That's what we called, like your expressions. You wanted to have good facials in show choir. So I was always a face girl, even back then. Ikutsuki-san is coming tonight. Sounds like he has something to tell us. We'll meet on the 4th floor once we're all back. Okay. Well, hers won't grow. I don't think his will either. Oh, his will. Well, let's go ahead and do this since we're here.
Good day. Are you accepting a... Let's hear the result.
Okay.
Very well, then.
Yay. Oh, I need to feed the cat. Okay, sure.
So for lunch, I had a melon pan, then a katsu sandwich. Then an age pan, a kane pan, a yakisoba pan, apple strudel, another age pan. But I gotta have my rice, too. I think that might have been too many carbs.
And now he's not gonna be able to poop.
Today, a girl in my class asked me, "Who's that cute guy you went to Umiyushi with?" She wanted me to introduce you to so you could eat lunch together. Without me. Girls always go for guys like you. Or my little brother. I guess looks really are everything.
Oh, he's gonna be that guy, isn't he?
But once we're dead, will all just be bones. You can't tell a handsome skeleton from an ugly one. Not again! Why do my memories make me so damn hungry? Hey waiter, another tonkatsu special! While we wait for the food, let me share a little Senryu poem I wrote. He who cuts you is no friend, but he who katsu you, flavor until the end.
I think this boy needs some therapy.
Huh? Oh, my stomach! Emergency! Whew. That was way too close. If that toilet was just a bit further away, oh boy.
Did you eat too much?
Hey, don't you know who I am? I'm the gourmet king. I can handle way more than any average stomach. In case you haven't noticed by now, I usually always have room for fried food. Ah! The gourmet king shouldn't say things like that. I didn't mean to be so crass. I mean, who wants to talk about toilets while they're eating? I keep saying toilets. Sorry. Okay, enough of that. Let's shovel that food down.
And then he can go blow up the bathroom
Every
again.
chance we get, because once we're dead, all we'll be eating is dust. You know, just like my little brother.
I'd rather not eat dust. I'd rather just... Yeah, literally.
That's the summary of what happened on the night of the 7th. These shadows seem to be quite a bit more formidable than the ordinary ones.
Who is the person in this photo back here? Who is that?
I see. So our enemies are growing stronger as well. Well, it's not all bad news. In fact, I called today's meeting because...
Hold on. Before we go on, I'd like to ask Kirijo-senpai something.
Oh, wait, this is like in the traders when they're in the small groups and they get all the little information, their little bits and pieces, and then they wait for the round table to bring it up.
Oh?
I know I'm not the only one thinking this. So much has been happening lately.
She thinks Mitsuru is a traitor.
I feel like I've just been getting dragged along without really understanding anything. But now, I want answers. So I'm gonna ask you straight out.
Where were you on the day of January 6th?
You've been hiding something from us, haven't you, Senpai? You're always acting like you don't know anything about the Dark Hour or Tartarus. But they're connected to that accident 10 years ago, aren't they?
The accident that was January 6th, 1999.
What accident?
Yukari-chan?
There was an explosion near our school and a lot of people died. It must have been big news back then. You know about it, don't you?
Yes.
Luckily, no students were injured. But something is off here. At the time of the incident, there were several unexplained absences. Seems like more than just a coincidence to me.
What do you mean?
Well, I dug up some old school records and found something interesting. Those students weren't just absent. They all suddenly collapsed and had to be sent to the hospital. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? Remember those girls who bullied Fuka? They had to be hospitalized too.
Yeah, why does Yukari think that Mitsuru at age 8 has something to do with this explosion? Literally that part.
I want an explanation. What really happened on the day of that accident? The Kirijo group built our school, so you have to know something. Tell me the truth.
I wasn't trying
Them,
to
them
hide
all turning.
from you. It just never seemed relevant. But
It's okay. It's not your fault.
all right. I'll tell you everything. Shadows have many mysterious abilities. Some research indicates they can even affect time and space. We think of them as our enemies, but what if we could somehow use them to our advantage? They could be a source of unimaginable power, couldn't they?
What?
14 years ago, one man pursued that very line of thinking. He was the former leader of the Kirijo group, Koetsu Kirijo, my grandfather. My grandfather was obsessed with the shadows. He wanted to harness their power to create something extraordinary.
Well, I see she didn't get her looks from him.
Create something extraordinary?
To that end, he assembled a research team and had them amass a number of shadows.
He was collecting them? Damn, that's freaking crazy.
But 10 years ago, during the final stages of the project, there was an accident, and the experiment failed. They lost control of the Shadow's power, altering the nature of the entire world.
You can't mean...
Yes, Tartarus and the Dark Hour. According to the records, the accumulated mass of shadows split into several large ones that later dispersed. These are the shadows we've been encountering on nights when the moon is full.
Maybe that's why it's difficult to predict where they'll appear.
Wait a minute. If what you said is true, then why did our school turn into Tartarus? Don't tell me. Is it because that's where they conducted the experiment?
Yes.
Then those students who were hospitalized...
It's just as you fear. It was a highly populated area, and the Kirijo group had influence there. They could essentially do as they pleased. Ford Island must have been the perfect location for them. So yes, as you guessed, the experiment 10 years ago was conducted at Gekkokan High School.
Yeah, literally.
Just what are you trying to say here?
That the experiment was enacted at the high school.
So that's the whole purpose behind C's? We were dragged into all this just to clean up their mess? You lied to us?
Yeah, she's a little dense. I know a lot of people don't like Yukari because she's kind of antagonistic a lot of the time.
And you knew too, didn't you, Sonata-senpai? You've both just been using us! Or do you not care as long as you're the one who gets to do the fighting?
I never said anything like that. I have my reasons.
Think what you'd like, but it was my decision not to share the information. I'm sorry. It was never my intent to deceive you. Convincing you to join C's was my highest priority. I know it may not be fair, but shadows can only be defeated by persona users. We are the only ones who can fight.
That's hardly the point!
I never had a choice either. It didn't matter if I wanted this power or not.
Mitsuru, that's enough.
Takeba-kun, it's only those in the past who are to blame. And they lost their lives as a result of what they did. We're all in the same boat here. None of us deserve the burden that's been thrust upon us.
But that's...
It's been 10 years since the incident in question. But now that they're here, we have the chance to find and destroy them. Do you realize what that means? What if I told you that the 12 shadows are the cause of everything?
You're saying if we defeat them all, Tartarus in the dark hour will disappear?
Exactly. That's what I was going to tell you earlier. See? It's good news, isn't it?
Can that really be true?
There's evidence to support it, and this is where our true battle begins.
Yeah, something more powerful will take its place. That part.
Our true battle.
Regardless of what's happened in the past, we must fight to protect the people. The shadows are gaining strength. We can't afford to wait for them to strike first.
Right.
And there are still many mysteries surrounding Tartarus.
Yeah.
For instance, why did such a gigantic structure appear in the first place? The answers must be out there somewhere.
Okay. So we've taken 6 of them out.
Let's see.
Hey,
So dance. If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever. I'm chilling on my bed. I'm minding my biz, so mind your own biz.
Okay.
Whatever like is, we gon' flow with the set. Hey, 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 feeling the fire with the burning desire every day. We inspire, but never expires. But we gon' chill today. Let me rock the world tomorrow. You know?
Yeah, is the game a year long? It's a year long, yeah.
What? Huh? Hey, I remember you. I thought I told you not to come back here. Huh. Damn kids. Well, I don't care, as long as you don't get on my nerves. Have a seat. What you doing here today, kid?
But we've also been fighting them in pairs.
Quit joking around, kid. That's a good one. Watch your mouth, kid. I am your elder, after all. You were my son, I'd give you a swift kick in the ass.
He's giving Red Foreman energy.
You don't have to revere me, but at least show some proper respect. Mutatsu. That's my Buddhist name, not my real one, of course. And that's Mutatsu-san to you. The world's not a forgiving place, kid. You gotta show other people respect.
Yeah, he's giving, like, definitely side social link, not a prominent one. Usually the tower ones are not a big deal.
I don't really care what happens to somebody else's kid, but go home already, will you? And this time don't come back again.
I'll do what I want.
Lounging about as usual, huh?
Oh, come on, V-neck.
Hugh, what do you want? If you're gonna ask me to go back, the answer's still no.
That's not why I'm here. I was just making sure you were still around.
That's so.
We've known each other a long time. It's been almost 14 years since we met at the orphanage. You, me, and Miki. We used to run around here until the sun went down. Back then, it seemed like we had all the time in the world.
You haven't changed one bit. If you want to get all sappy, go do it with your other pals.
Yeah, the guy with this is a different thing. This is off to the side. This has nothing to do with the monk.
was that? It's rare for you to think about the past. Usually, you just charge ahead like a damn fool. You've never been good at hiding shit. Everyone thinks about the past. Even me. Anyway, we finally know how to get rid of Tartarus in the Dark Hour. No shit? Yeah. The thing is, all I've cared about until now is getting stronger. Everything else came second. But yesterday, someone made me question my reason for fighting. Your reason for fighting? Huh. It's different for everyone. But if you don't have a good one, you can always quit. That's what I did. I'm not like you. Man, I can't believe I'm the one getting lectured here. Well, see you around.
And away he goes.
You really haven't changed at all.
Also, I love that Shinjiro's got a little heel.
Yes?
Yeah, only he knows.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Senpai, this is unusual. Please, come in.
So not only do you excel at providing support during battle, you are also quite skilled at gathering information.
Oh, not her cornering her like this. Yeah, I hate to see you leave, but love watching you walk away. It does kind of have that energy. But yeah, being like, I know you're the one who got all that info that Yukari threw at me.
Oh, I'm sorry for doing that without permission.
Don't worry, you're not in trouble. But I do have an important favor to ask of you. I want you to find out as much as you can about that incident 10 years ago.
Oh, well, very little of that was made public.
Then go around it.
I know. That's why I want you to access the Kirijo Group's database.
You mean hack into their system? Is that allowed?
I'll give you my ID and password. Then you won't be held accountable.
Oh.
But I need to know the truth. In detail.
Senpai.
Of course, I'll understand if you refuse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
Are you sure? I appreciate it. Yamagishi, aren't you resentful? Regardless of my good intentions, I did drag you into this without fully explaining. I'm sure you must have at least a few complaints.
Not really. Did you know my entire family is made up of doctors? My parents are the one exception. It gives them a bit of an inferiority complex. That's why they're so hard on me. I don't like being at home. But here, I'm able to do something no one else can. I have a purpose. So no, I don't have any complaints.
You're right. We can't do this without you. No one could take your place.
Oh.
Thank you. I'll see you later.
Yeah, we don't need Yukari in this mess.
So, Tartarus and the Dark Hour are on the way out, huh? No, that's a good thing. That's what we've been fighting for. So then... Why? Damn it! Why am I so pissed?
Because in his head, the only way he has any, like, purpose in life is if he has power. And if he doesn't have his persona, then he doesn't know who he is. So he's having an identity crisis.
Gosh, it's hot. Even for July.
Wow,
Can't believe we're already third years. Guess this will be the last time we'll wear these uniforms and hang out after school. Who cares? I just want to get into college and start having fun already.
It's Morgana in Makoto again.
My problem is me. I'm going on like fighting was my duty and all. Actually, it's just all I'm good at. Because without that, I'm nothing.
And all these people are out here.
So much for being a hero. I can't fight worth the shit anyway. Not compared to him, at least.
All these people out here are like, what is this teenager ranting about?
Damn it! Nothing I do is good enough.
Oh no, he hasn't lost it yet. So what we learned in that meeting with the teacher guy, like the director, once we take out the other 6 big boss shadows, then Tartarus goes away, the Dark Hour goes away, and so do their personas because there's no need for them anymore.
Why am I only ever right about the worst things? Am I stupid for trusting in something so blindly?
So everyone else is like, great, let's take out the other 6 and stop this problem from happening. But for him, he's like, well, I want to stop it, but also I don't want to stop it because then I don't have power anymore.
Dad, I got this letter from you last spring. I must have read it 1,000 times since then.
To my family, 10 years into the future. Tomorrow, I'll bring this letter to the opening ceremony for the Moonlight Bridge. It will be stored in a time capsule and sent to you in 10 years' time. Yukari, you may be small now, but in 10 years, you'll be 16. You'll be in high school. I know you've been sad because I have to work so late, but you always manage to greet me with a smile. I'm really proud of myself. Kirijo-san appointed me head researcher.
I can't.
I'll be starting on a big project soon. It feels good to receive so much recognition for my work. But I swear to you, nothing is more important to me than you and your mother.
Dad.
Yukari, I wonder, are you enjoying life? Do you have high hopes for the future?
Oh, you're totally fine, Kate. We haven't been around much either.
Do you still look towards tomorrow with excitement and wonder?
Like today was the first I've streamed since last week, so.
No matter what happens in the next 10 years, I hope you're happy. And I hope this letter brings a smile to both you and your mother's faces. Eiichiro Takeba, March 6th, 2000.
No matter what happens, huh? All I can do is believe. I won't turn my back. I won't be like Mom.
Oh, I remember. I think when her dad died, her mom kind of snapped.
Not ever.
Which, like, understandable. So, Persona, those games, they're all like Final Fantasy, where it's all self-contained. Like, there might be some stuff that crosses over, but for the most part, they're not. Yeah, they're references. Like, the worlds of 3 and 4 are connected. They happen in the same universe. I'm running a little late. I'll BRT. Oh, okay. I was on to phone with my mom. Whenever we talk, it's always the same. It's like all she cares about is marrying me off to some dude. Why is it her problem? Let's plan our wedding then. Even without meeting me IRL, take me, Tatsuya. Don't worry, I still got it even at my age. It's sexist to think women can only be happy when they're tied down. The other night I got a little drunky and kind of passed out at Polonia. then this old dude was like, you'll never get a man looking like that. Ugh. I told him to shut the fuck up, please. Kind of got off topic. I guess I'm a little tired, but I do feel better now. Here, Tatsuya, this is for you. Maya used a heal potion on Tatsuya, but there was no effect. Oh, guess your HP was already full. Not LMAO and... Not LMAOnade, please. Yeah, well, again, keep in mind, this is 2009, so... Trying to say thanks for listening to all my bitching. Somebody made a mod that makes her talk more in like modern internet slang. Because they're like, this is so cringe. Like, that's the point. It's supposed to be cringy. You know that old lamer I told you about? He was hanging around Polonia, so if you see him, don't be nice. I saw him on this weird TV show too, super creepy. Alright, I better go practice being a good housewife for Tatsuya. Maya's player signed off. I learned about a man from TV who visits Polonia Mall at night. Let's see. Let's go see if this person is there. Well, I'm looking. Don't see him there. The guy we're playing as? Makoto Yuki. That is his canonical name.
I thought your face looked familiar. You here again, kid? Even Buddha's not that forgiving. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna hand you over to the bouncer and... Well, there's no Buddha in this world, so... Stop looking at me like that and sit down, kid.
Not... Oh my god, please. Not you're so skivity.
So tell me, is it that fun hanging out with an old monk whose own wife and kid left him? How come you're always alone when I see you? Don't you got any friends?
I don't have any friends at all.
Well, either you like being alone or you got problems. In any case, well said. No hesitation whatsoever.
I think it's funny that that got auto-modded.
Don't worry if you don't got any friends. Most of life's troubles come from human relationships anyway. Let's define a friend as someone you hold dear. The way I see it, no one in this world ever really cares for others. People always want something out of a relationship. They only really love themselves. You don't call someone who doesn't like you your friend, do you? No. Because you know you won't get nothing from them. Which means in this world, there's no one you can truly hold dear. At the end of the lonely road of love, kid, you're the only one left standing there.
I'm 16 and I like it.
What? See those gals over there? One's on the dance floor. You can bring one of them over here. I'll be your friend in return, huh? What do you think? I know you can do it.
I don't like this man.
You tired to go talk to him, huh? You look like you're gonna doze off any second now.
Because I've been studying for finals, Mutatsu.
Go home for now, kid. Besides, I know you're gonna come again anyway, even if I tell you not to.
That last sentence is something I've said before to some people, but very different context when I used it. Oh, Lord.
It's good to see you again.
It's not good to see you.
How long has it been since we first met? Time passes so quickly. So tell me, how's life as a Persona user?
Fulfilling.
That's good to hear. I remembered something else about the coming of the end. It all stems from something that took place many years ago.
Oh, almost like the thing we learned about recently.
10 years ago, if I remember correctly.
Quite literally the thing we learned about recently.
Oh.
It's Pharos.
Didn't your parents pass away about 10 years ago? A persona is like a mirror, which means a persona user can never escape their true self. But no matter what, I won't leave you.
You may not have your parents anymore, but you have me. This creepy evil child who shows up in your room in the middle of the night.
Because we're friends, right? Good night.
Good riddance. It's more like it.
Wow.
We have exams starting tomorrow, and they're cumulative, so it's hard to remember everything.
You know what?
You would chug a book at it so quick, or you chug a book at it so quickly and go back to bed because how dare they wake me up from sleep? You literally, Sutra, I'd be the same way. Also, welcome in, hope you're doing well. What if I fail again? I really wish the school would stop posting our names with our scores.
Yep.
Right? It's embarrassing if we're near the bottom of the list. Smart people like Kirijo Senpai wouldn't get it though.
Attention, please.
It's Kate Archer! I think every time I see her, she looks like Kate Archer. Summer vacation is just within reach, so you'd better study hard. Why aren't you excited? You know, summer vacation, beaches, shaved ice, woohoo! It's also the hottest time of the year, though. Don't go overheating, okay? That reminds me, there's an old expression for the hottest time of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. Stay awake! Increase that academic score. The dog days of summer goes all the way back to an ancient Latin phrase, the puppy days. Any idea where that phrase came from? Anyone? Well, it's because Sirius, also called the dog star, appears at the start of summer. People believed it brought droughts and misfortune. Here's hoping we can avoid all that, I guess. Have a nice vacation. Yay! Where shall we go? What shall we do? Feed the cat. That's what we shall do. Oh. Sure. Okay. We Courage, sure. We haven't watched a movie yet.
You think some two-bit merc like you has what it takes to kill me? Son, you're the one who'll take over the family, so save yourself. Get the hell out of here. I won't become your successor. But no way am I leaving you behind. You're my father-in-law.
Is there more dialogue to the film? Probably not. I know, I was like, oh! This father-in-law drama, I want to know more.
We'll come back.
What's wrong? You all hungry or something?
Not really.
You know, it's almost summer break.
Oh yeah, it is, huh?
This is me making small talk.
Does anyone have any plans?
I wish I could go to the beach. Hot sand, cool breeze, babes in bikinis. Man, a break like that sure would be nice. Somewhere in the south, where the water is crystal clear. But starting tomorrow, we gotta get through our exams. Oh man, this sucks.
I'm sure you'll be fine. But it would be nice to go somewhere with beautiful beaches, like Okinawa.
Well, it's not Okinawa, but how about Yakushima?
Mr. Chairman, I didn't realize you were here.
I happen to be in the area, so I thought I'd drop by and tell you my schedule for next week. Oh, Hirijo-kun, your father will be vacationing in Yakushima during the break.
He will?
You'll all have some time off after exams, right?
Beach episode!
Get a nice change of scenery.
Seriously? We're gonna go on a trip? Yes! Beaches and bikinis! Beaches and bikinis!
Beaches and bikinis? This guy.
How about it, Hirijo-kun?
Well, my father is a busy man. I don't want to ruin his vacation.
Why so hesitant? No father would be upset with a daughter who came all that way to see him.
I'm sure there's a mod for that somewhere.
You've all done a great job. You deserve to relax for a while.
I mean, they use them. There was one point I read that a lot of people prefer the way that the translation is handled in this game because the second years always use the honorifics for the third years. And they didn't in the original. Like they'd use them like interchangeably or not interchangeably, intermittently. They use them intermittently in the original. But with this one, they're consistent with it.
And we already know when the next operation will be, so I think it'll be fine.
I don't know.
Senpai, I'm begging ya!
In 5, yes. Until they all become friends. Because the group in 5, they all become quite close. This group here, they do still, at least for quite a while, have that degree of like, Mitsuru is the leader, she's in a power position, she's a year older than them, she's the student council president, her family business owns the school, so like she has a lot of social power over the rest of the group. So basically everybody uses... Is Junpei the gay one? Junpei's the one with the hat. The one who's excited about babes in bikinis.
All right. I guess everyone needs a break now and then.
The beach, huh? I should design a special training regimen.
Oh. Well, the only one that you can be gay with is in 2.
Oh man, I can't wait!
Oh, I need to go buy a swimsuit.
Hey, don't worry. I got one you can borrow.
Why do you have one, Junpei? Why do you have a swimsuit? Yeah, in 5, they're all in a polyamorous relationship. Exactly. Yeah, except for Morgana.
Nice try.
Are you going to swim too, Mr. Chairman?
I'm afraid I can't. I'll turn to dust if I'm exposed to sunlight.
Wait, seriously?
Don't be stupid.
Yeah, Kanji, his thing, it's like 4, I'm curious to play 4 because I haven't played it all the way through.
Kirito-senpai, wait up!
But I do know that the queer stuff in 4 is not handled very well because it's like, it's basically all implied that teenagers struggling with their sexuality is just a phase and they'll be normal once they've worked through that. Like, that's Kanji's whole thing, is he struggles with his sexuality and liking to do feminine things, so he puts out this like really tough masculine exterior, and then he starts falling for a character who is male presenting but is and identifies as female. So so he starts falling for her but thinks that she's a guy, and then when he finds out that she's not a guy, he's like, oh phew, like thank goodness. Yeah, Kanji's in 4. And then the girl that he's falling for, there's a lot of stuff in her storyline where she could be written off as like, or not written off, but she gets very non-binary coded, or trans-masc at least. And then they're like, no, you know, she finds her power in being a woman. She just has like a Napoleon complex. And it's like, they like, you get so close to having like a good queer storyline in 4 for a couple of different characters, and then they destroy it. Yeah, it's not great.
I just wanted to say sorry about the other day.
And then one of your party members is also like really blatantly homophobic towards Kanji the whole game.
I might have gotten a little carried away.
Don't worry about it. In a way, it's only logical that we go to Yakushima. The chairman said that no one who was responsible for the accident survived.
Yep. Yeah, I can't stand him.
There is one who did.
What? There is?
My father.
Girl, you don't just turn around and walk up the stairs after dropping a bomb like that. Are you gonna help me study?
Hello.
About Yakushima, remember you won't be able to go if you don't score well in your exams. Since everyone is here, why don't you have the third years overlook your studies? Sure! With a ferry trip to Yakushima on the line, I hope you perform very well on your exams. Drink time. Drink time, y'all. He made a bad joke. No, Akihiko is the guy with the boxing glove in the background over here.
I'm fine helping out with
This
studying,
guy.
but wouldn't it be easier to focus without the distraction?
Kinda. They're both like the lightning person, and they're both the Emperor Arcana. Or no, he's not the Emperor. He's the star when he has an Arcana. He doesn't have an Arcana in this game.
They say studying with others grants benefits that can't be found alone.
So, if we flunk the exams, are we really gonna have to stay behind?
Not the stepfather, please.
It's no joke. As students, studying is our top priority. Failure will result in consequences.
Well, I'm not too worried about that. Not naming names here, but don't get in the way, Junpei.
I love her.
What happened to not naming names? I guess if the fate of my trip depends on it, I don't really have a choice. I'll show you. I'll prove just how serious I am about Yakushima.
Thanks for the lurk, Hebe.
What's the matter? Something you need help with?
This math problem.
An arithmetic sequence, huh? Do you remember the formula for calculating its sum? See, if you do this...
A beautiful formula. Really arithmeticals my fancy. Yeah, that was pretty good. Let me write that down.
Drink time. Remember, y'all, every time he makes a bad joke, we take a drink. That's the rule.
Wisecracks from Junpei are one thing. I didn't account for this.
Maybe he's trying to test our ability to concentrate? Yeah, I suppose that's not likely.
Yeah, I would wait for the DLC, because the DLC is going to be the answer.
Yakutsuki-san's one up on me. Gotta think of a killer comeback.
Stop getting distracted. You need to concentrate on your studies.
Hi, Furious.
She's right. Gotta focus. Let's keep at it.
Woo, we get 3 points. Hi, Marcus. And we don't go up to 4. Rude. Oh, absolutely, Destiny.
Are you struggling with memorization? Nothing beats repeating it until you know it by heart.
No, it's been a minute.
Beats? Heart? Not bad, Kirijo-kun.
What? No, that was not my intent with that statement.
Well, if you're pulling out of the race, then I win, hands down. Kirijo-senpai defeated.
This is giving me a headache.
Oh, I guess we need to take one for that, too.
Despite the diversions, I'd say that was productive. Keep it up so we can all go to Yakushima together.
They haven't announced anything officially, Furious, but that's the speculation that we'll get something with that. Exactly. Yeah, it's my job, Destiny. Hijaxed. I'm loving it. I never played the original of 3. I've only played 5 and a bit of 4. But I think 3 thematic, I know the story of 3. 3, to me, of the modern Personas, has the best narrative. So I am very, invested. I think it's easier than 5. I think it's easier than some of the other SMT games I've played by a long shot, because I'm more of a mainline SMT fan than Persona, although I love Persona a lot, too. It's very, very good. If you're looking for a very long game to play, it is on Game Pass. That's how I'm playing it right now. So 3 and 4 are kind of connected in terms of the fighting game. And there's some tiny little crossover elements between 3 and 4. But other than that, they're like Final Fantasy where it's self-contained. Like 3 and 4 take place in Japan, but it's not like an actual city in Japan. 5 takes place in Tokyo. What form of magic is used to find water sources? Dowsing, I think. I'm gonna pull up the little list over here just so I can make sure, Because I want to pass all my finals. Yes, I was right. How did the Witch of Agnesy gain the first half of its name? An error in translation. It's like a religious studies class, but the teacher teaches them about magic. Who designed the prototype for the katana? Taira no Masakado. The school is a lot easier in 3 than in 5. Oftentimes they give you the answer before they give you the options. In 5 they're like, here's this like anecdote. By the way, what's the answer to this question that has nothing to do with what we just talked about? It's a comma splice.
Hello, this is Elizabeth speaking. I'm calling in regard to a recent change in Tartarus. It seems that a path that had been blocked off is now open. I thought it prudent to inform you.
Yeah, Joker, what is the circumference of a circle? Literally.
I wish you a safe journey.
Thank God today's the last day of exams.
So,
Man, I can't wait to let off some steam. You gotta let loose during the summer, you know. He is a Lucy LaDuca stan, Junpei Iori. The #1 fan. Well, no, not #1. Not #1 fan. That's Frizzy Borden. But the #2 fan. We're giving him permission, so baby, what's the use? Oh my goodness, even better. Yes, like a cardboard cutout, you know?
the dark days of testing are finally over. The sun is shining bright.
So, how'd you do?
Just stand over her sleeping body.
You are not gonna believe this. I aced PE.
What an accomplishment, Junpei. Good for you.
Well, that pretty much answers my question.
Whatever. A real man doesn't dwell on the past.
Unless you're that history teacher who, yeah, he carries all of the groceries at once.
I'm already thinking ahead to the blue skies of Yakushima.
Oh yeah, that's coming up soon, huh? Are you all ready to go?
How about you?
Me? Not really. Oh, sorry, I don't sound very enthusiastic, do I? Hey, how about we stop somewhere on the way back? I don't have practice today.
Sounds good. Where we going?
I see it. I see it, Double Edge.
If you need to buy a swimsuit, I'd be happy to help.
Very funny. Alright, give me a sec. I'm gonna go grab my stuff from the locker room. Oh, I'll invite Fuka too.
Hey, I know, I've been kind of a dick lately.
Kind of is an understatement.
So, sorry about that.
Well, we love to see some character growth.
Dude! Trying to be serious here. Let's just put this whole thing behind us. Cool? Alright, let's get out of here.
Yeah, trying to build up his bikini collection. Probably, I could see it.
What should I do now?
Take it down a notch, will you?
You bounce back from things so quickly, Junpei-kun.
You know it. Oh, hey, Sonata-san's here. Don't see that every day.
Ikutsuki-san called me. I think he wants to talk about a new candidate.
Oh.
Does that mean another person is going to join?
Maybe.
Fuka. What's wrong, Natsuki-chan?
Do you think you can stay after school with me for a mandatory study session? There's like no one.
Her character portrait in this game is so good. I love it so much. Especially because she looks kind of crappy in the original.
Oh, wait, are you about to head out for the day? Okay, then, never mind.
Wait, it's all right. I'll help you. Sorry, I'll see you all back at the dorm later.
And also, Fuka doesn't sound like she's in her 40s, which is nice.
I'm really surprised at how much she's changed.
Ah, friendship. How beautiful. Adolescence is such a wonderful thing. So full of vibrancy.
Is it really a wonderful thing?
Mr. Chairman?
Oh, hello. I just stopped by to pick someone up.
Oh, I forgot about this kid.
I might as well introduce you to him now.
Hello. Oh, Amada-kun, what are you doing here?
You know him?
He doesn't leave during the break because of his circumstances.
Oh, I heard about that.
He has dead parents too.
Something about your parents, right?
They're dead, just like mine.
It used to only be me and my mom, but she got in an accident. So now it's just me.
His voice acting also sounds like quite believable as a young elementary school kid.
It happened 2 years ago.
Right now, one of his distant relatives is paying for his school expenses. But that doesn't mean he should stay at the elementary school dorm all by himself, right? So I decided to move him to your dorm, just for the summer.
No, his voice actor in the original one, like I don't think she did a bad job with him, but I don't know. There's just something when like he's got like a very adult dialogue for a kid who's like 10. But in the original one, it's very much, it felt like an adult woman trying to sound like a child. And this is just like an adult woman who happens to sound like a child.
To our dorm? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Like, it felt forced in the original.
Why, of course. He has the potential.
Then he's the new candidate?
That's right. But as you can see, he's still just an elementary school student. So it's only a possibility for now.
Are you Akihiko Sanada-senpai?
Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you. You've never lost a boxing match.
And his character portrait is really cute. Like, he looks like a little kid. Whereas in the original one, he looked like he was like 13 or 14.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And it's all in the eyes. It's all in the eyes and the face shape.
Yes, precisely.
That'd
be correct.
Why?
Oh. The trip to Yakushima begins today and will last for 4 days, 3 nights. I need to get ready.
Whoa! Looks like we're finally coming up on the island! Hell yeah! Yeah! Coo! She! Ma!
Jeez, you sound like a little kid.
He's just having fun. Personally, I'm ready for some training.
I do wonder, what kind of flora and fauna live there?
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Wow. It's like we're in an episode of Lifestyles of the Rich and Fabulous.
So close. So close to not have to license that name.
Welcome back, milady. We won't be here long, but I'll be relying on you during our stay.
You have maids?
And you must be her associates from school, correct? Welcome to the Kirijo Vacation Home.
And she's voiced by the homeroom teacher in 5.
Please, follow me.
Associates?
Dude, real life maids.
I knew she was from an important family, but this definitely proves it.
Oh, is this her dad? I tucked my hair behind my ear. No. Yeah, if someone called me my friend's associate, I would consider it a slur. Yeah.
It's good to see you.
I heard the news. There isn't much here, but make yourselves comfortable.
Yes, sir.
Which is my type of guy, Shaw.
There he goes. So, was that
her father?
It was so intense. And what's up with them wearing a suit in this kind of heat?
What's wrong with that?
We won't be here long, but make yourself at home.
Sweet! This is gonna rock! Hey, wanna go to the beach? It's literally right there! Oh man! I'm so ready for this! Come on, let's go!
What? We just got here. I mean, it's gonna take time to get changed and stuff.
Then I'll see you there. I'm not gonna waste a single minute.
Yeah, literally that, Destiny. Oh, the sparkling waters.
Sandals on, giving my feet a chance to breathe. Yep, summer's here.
Darn. There's nothing out there I can use as a marker. Too bad. I was hoping for a good swim.
Yeah, it's not great. His arm looks so awkwardly long.
What's with that swimsuit?
What do you mean?
Dude, swim briefs? Nobody wants to see your junk.
I mean, that's up for debate, I would say. The internet exists.
But they're better for swimming.
You gotta be kidding. We come all the way to the beach, and you're gonna train?
What's wrong with that? You got a better idea?
Damn right I do! It's summertime at the beach! I've got the perfect activity.
Wow.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Oh, hey! They're here.
Oh, of course. We gotta have the reveal be an anime cutscene for the girls.
What are you looking at?
Say hello to contestant number 1, Yukari Takeba. That's quite a bold design. She's really strutting her stuff. Archery practice must do wonders for the self-esteem.
If no one seems to have claimed the umbrellas around here, do you think we can go ahead and use them?
Ooh, next up is contestant number 2, Fuka Yamagishi. Wow, Fuka, do you wear swimsuits often, or...? Oh, whoops. Was it something I said? Didn't mean to embarrass you.
Kick the shit out of him. I hope Yukari shows up.
Cut it out with that laugh, you creep.
And for our final contestant of the day...
Work.
What happened? Is something wrong?
Wow. Kirijo-senpai, you're so beautiful.
I love my wife.
Yeah, your skin is totally flawless. Hey, did you put on sunscreen already?
I don't need it.
No, not yet.
Well, we can't have that. You gotta put some on right now. Oh, can I help?
That's okay. I'll do it myself.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, literally.
So, which one's your type?
Mitsuru.
Oh, seriously? You got balls, man.
2 of them.
Man, this is great. I'm in heaven. All right, I think it's about time for a swim.
Whoa, I'm not letting you win that easy.
They're going to lose their shoes.
Whoa, it's cold. What are you standing over there for? The water's fine.
I think he's at home. I don't think he came on the trip.
It's a lovely place, wouldn't you agree? When I was younger, I used to come here fairly often, but I haven't had the chance to visit since starting high school.
I'm glad everyone's having fun out there. Our operations during the dark hour are taxing on both mind and body. You should relax a little. Rest up. If you need to take a break, the best spot to kick back is underneath the parasol.
What is this? I pick up a little crab. I take the crab home. I have a new pet. And he has a nice little bench to sit on, because he has the driftwood. And then the crab will have a little hat, because it's got the shell. Whee. How far out can I go? Oh, not very. To my waist. That's not terrible. Look at me zoom through this water. Nobody runs this fast in waist-high water. superhuman skills.
Woohoo! Thanks, Kirijo-senpai. Right now, I feel like I could die with no regrets.
Here we are on summer vacation, but I still have to
Oh,
deal with
absolutely.
Junpei's usual antics.
Help us, please! Junpei-kun won't stop.
Alley-oop! Take this and this. Come on! Water fights are pretty much a given at the beach. Nice and cool, ain't it?
Hey, knock it off! You're taking this too far! Okay, fine. You asked for
Girl,
it.
you have wind magic. Blast that fucker. Oh, I guess I can't go exploring. Yeah. Nothing else to do.
Even the food was fancier than I could have imagined. I've never had to think about the proper way to use a fork and knife so much.
I can't eat anymore. Not even another bite of caviar.
No one said you had to try to eat all
My
of
God,
it.
these teenagers, they're getting very, very fancy little experience out of this, aren't they?
Well, I'm sure we're all exhausted from the trip. Why don't you go rest up in your rooms?
Oh, are you not coming with us, Senpai?
Yes, I'll join you in just a minute. It's been a while. I'm glad that you're in good health.
Our guests are residents of the dorm, I presume.
I'm sorry for bringing such a crowd.
I heard you told them about the incident. Why did you hide it for so long?
I wasn't hiding it.
I've told you time and again, none of the blame is yours.
But
Two in harmony surpasses one in perfection. That has been our guiding principle since the Kirijo family separated from the Nanjo group. You must learn to trust in others, Mitsuru. There are things in this world that cannot be accomplished alone, no matter how many sacrifices you make.
Call me out, future father-in-law. Call me out.
I understand.
You accessed our database, didn't you? That brings me to my next question. Why didn't you ask me directly, instead of using this trip as an excuse?
I'm sorry.
Bring them here, all of them. I have no intention of concealing the truth from them. I've made preparations to disclose everything.
Everything?
There's a girl named Takiba in your group, correct? For her to awaken to her power, it must be fate.
Father?
From what I understand,
Oh.
Mitsuru has already given you the short
I
version.
forgot about this part. Shit kind of hits the fan here.
Oh, yes.
Well, it's true. We adults are to blame. If I could have atoned for it with my life, I would have done so. Now I have no choice but to rely on you. What my father wanted to create with those monsters' power, it was a time manipulation device.
That's what he was trying to do?
Imagine if you could control the flow of time, eliminate unwanted events before they occur. With such a device, you could shape the future to your liking.
Damn, that's insane.
Unfortunately, under my father's direction, the research began to stray from its original goal. In his later years, my father seemed to have only nihilism in his heart. In fact, his madness may have resulted from his struggle to break free from that.
Oh.
It's only natural that you want to know the truth, and it's my duty to tell you.
Yeah, a little bit Cyrus energy. Oh, come on, lighting change.
This is the only existing footage of the accident, recorded by a scientist who was at the scene.
A video recording?
I can only hope that this recording reaches someone with a conscience.
Wait a sec.
My employer has become obsessed with a loathsome idea. This experiment should never have been conceived. I'm afraid the damage will be staggering. At this point, it's unavoidable. But I didn't have a choice. If I didn't do this, it could have destroyed the entire world.
Destroyed the entire world?
Whoever is watching this, please, I need you to listen to me very carefully. The shadows that were amassed here have been dispersed as a result of the explosion. In order to end this, you have no choice but to eliminate all of them. I am the one responsible for this. I knew the risks, but I was blinded by the promise of success, and so I chose to continue without objections. I am responsible.
Huh? Dad?
You mean that was...
Father.
His name was Eiichiro Takeba. He was the head researcher at the time, and a very talented man. But we are the ones who are responsible. We pushed him to continue the research. The Kirijo group is to blame for his death.
Are you...
So that means my dad caused it all. The Dark Hour, Tartarus, the people who died. It was all his fault.
He literally just said that it was the Kirijo group's fault. Because they were the ones who were pulling all the strings.
So is that why you were hiding this? Because you felt sorry for me? Is that it?
No, Takeba, I
don't want your pity!
Takeba!
Shouldn't someone go after her?
Will you go?
Sure.
Thank you.
I believed in him for so long. This is too much.
The water looks really nice.
Remember what I told you at the hospital? How my dad died when I was little. You understand now, right? He died in that incident. Nobody knew the truth, so there were all sorts of rumors. Because he was in charge of the research team, people were really mean to me and my mom. We even had to move a few times.
Which goes into the Ikutsuki conversation where he said that all of the blame got pinned on one person. Yeah, it feels kind of like a trolley problem situation. Where it was like, you know, things had to go the way they did to prevent it from being significantly worse.
Yeah. this time, I kept telling myself it wasn't his fault. I loved him a lot, and I believed he'd never do anything wrong. I received a letter back in spring. It was from him, written 10 years ago. It cracked me up, because even though he said to my family, it was more or less all about me. And that only made me believe in him more. When I found out I had a special power, I thought it was fate. I was scared, but I thought if I cooperated with the Kirijo group, I might find out what really happened. That's why I agreed to fight using my persona. But now I can see it was all for nothing. You're just trying to make me feel better. Reality sure is harsh, huh? I tried so hard to fight my fear. And this is what I get. And you know, I think maybe I was jealous, too. I mean, after all that's happened, why does Kirijo-senpai's father get to live? I'm a horrible person, aren't I? Wow. I don't know how you do it. You're always so calm. Nothing ever phases you. Did you really think I could just be cheered up so easily? You think you know me? You don't know anything. I'm sorry. I can barely make sense of all of this. I'm so afraid. I just feel so lost now. Tell me, what am I supposed to do now?
It's okay not to know.
Huh? You really are something else. Sorry for acting like this. I know you've lost your parents too.
I don't know. Let's find out.
I'll be alright. I'm used to dealing with stressful situations. Anyway, thanks for listening.
No, she's a Libra. She's a Libra.
Let me guess. Senpai asked you to bring me back, right? I thought so, but still, thanks.
I'll go give her a hug. She needs it. She's had a rough day.
Yeesh, what's taking you guys so long? Everybody was getting worried. It's almost the dark hour, so we gotta head back.
Huh? Oh yeah, that's right.
Did I miss something?
No, I just almost forgot. It doesn't matter where you are when the dark hour comes.
Oh, come on, that's common sense. Even I remembered that.
You know, I've been thinking lately. Once you awaken to the power of Persona, you remember everything that happens during the dark hour. In exchange for power, you can no longer look away from the things you don't want to see. We can't escape reality, can we? I guess we've just gotta stay strong, huh?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, guess so. All right then, let's head on back.
The air is so fresh. enjoyable. You can't do this in Iwatodai.
Just keeps on going.
Oh, did you hear about Junpei-kun yesterday?
And also, why is Mitsuru going on a hike in pumps or in heels?
So indecent, I didn't know how to react. It's probably a good thing we came out here by ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Mitsuru speaking. One moment. Let me switch over to speakerphone. Go ahead.
Well, I'm at the lab here on the island, and a machine that was considered inoperable suddenly left the facility on its own.
A machine? What kind of machine is it? I need more information to locate anything other than shadows.
It's a type of combat vehicle. An anti-shadow weapon, to be precise.
A combat vehicle? You mean like a tank? We gotta tell the others. Where's my phone?
We're not currently with everyone, so it might take some time for us to regroup.
I see. In any case, I want you to handle this as soon as you can. I'm on my way there now.
If we can't secure the target, do we have permission to destroy it?
I highly doubt you will be able to destroy it.
What? Then how are we supposed to stop it?
Just do your best. I'll call you again later.
Great. No one's answering.
Don't worry about it. Let's go back and get our equipment. Once we do that, we can have Yamagishi's persona scan the area. Although searching the whole island won't be easy.
Ugh, the one time we need them and they're nowhere to be found.
Huh? The girl's not up yet? Man, those sleepyheads. The ocean's not gonna sit around and wait for us, you know?
Once the sun sets, the water temperature drops, tiring you out much faster.
Huh? I guess.
Junpei, that reminds me. Didn't one of the maids give you something as we were leaving?
You saw that, huh? One of the maids gave me a letter. Oh, man. What if it's a confession of love?
I hope it's a bill.
Well, it sure is tough being this popular.
You're a moron.
Okay, let's see here.
Like an itemized bill of all the things.
It says, we've gone to see the Jomon cedar tree. Huh?
This looks like Yamagishi's handwriting.
Oh, man. We're at an island resort in the middle of summer. Why are they going to the beach? That's just not right.
But it's okay.
It's your fault.
What do you mean? I just wanted to lighten the mood yesterday.
I don't want to hear it.
Well, it doesn't matter now anyways. We're on our own. Just the guys. This is the frontier of romance. We're bound to meet someone new out here. We'll call this Operation Yakushima Beach Fling.
Flame. You mean we're gonna pick up girls?
How about it, Sonata-san? With you on the squad, we're guaranteed to succeed.
Yeah, just show him a little leg.
I should have known this was your plan.
Just show him that it goes all the way up.
What do you think about this?
Sounds like a hassle.
You're right. It does sound like a hassle.
What? Don't tell me you want to spend the whole day with just us three.
Then I'm appointing him our leader, as usual.
What? Why?
You said it yourself. This is an operation.
Oh man, that's bullshit. You better take this seriously. It's an important operation.
Yeah, Akihiko is married to Shinji already. Exactly. Oh my god, the music being the the music from the first full moon. All right, we're gonna head back first and start prepping for the barbecue. Okay, thanks for walking us here. We'll join you after we take some photos. Forest bathing is great and all, but I hate that it gets my feet dirty with mud. I can't relax on the beach like this. I think I'll take a quick shower first. I heard there was a beach where kids can play. I was nervous at first, but decided to move here. Oh. Now when I see them playing so happily, it makes me glad we came. Oh, she's gonna make a seashell necklace. Okay.
Ooh, target set. Let's move in for the kill. Okay, this is my area of expertise, so let me give you some pointers. First off, think of something to talk about, something they might be interested in. Give them an easy question and get the ball rolling. That's the golden rule. Something like, where you from? Or, having fun? Once you get started, you'll be going back and forth like you're playing catch. I'll start things off.
I mean, that's a conversation. that's how a conversation works, Junpei. It goes back and forth.
Okay, here we go. Hey there, ladies.
None of your business.
Huh? Hey, no need to be shy.
Why should we tell you anything?
You tell him.
Why? Well.
I'm on the women's team.
Come on, we're just making conversation.
How is this like playing catch?
Don't worry, I got this. Watch and learn. So, ladies, are you in college? Or maybe you're already working?
You guys seem a little young. Are you still in high school?
That's Makoto's voice actor again. That's right.
High school kids vacationing in Yakushima? That kind of pisses me off.
Sorry you feel that way. We're only here because we were invited to our friend's vacation home.
Wow, a vacation home in Yakushima? Good for your friend. We, on the other hand, had to save up our own money to come here.
Oh, that's a pretty big accomplishment, huh?
No, not really. So what do you guys want anyway?
We came to hit on you.
What? I like your honesty.
Oh no, it didn't work.
Don't encourage them. They'll go away if we ignore them.
Wait, don't do that. How can you blame us for wanting to talk to such beauties?
These guys are full of shit.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
See you later.
Yeah, you were playing catch all right.
Hey, I did my best. And what about you, Sonata-san? If that's how you feel, then show us how it's done.
Why do I have to show you anything?
Well, you said this was an operation, didn't you? Aren't we supposed to work together in order to succeed?
I guess you've got a point there. Fine, I'll give it a shot. I'm sure I'll do better than you at least. Can you give me a hand? I'll go ahead and set the pace.
Okay.
spotted a new set of targets. What are you waiting for, Sonata-san? Show us what you got.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Hey, Nobuko. Are those boys looking at us?
Oh, yeah, they are. Wow, Yoshie. I'm surprised you could see from over there.
All right, time to get in the ring. Hi there. Sorry to bother you, but I wanted to ask you something.
And what would that be?
Are you two here alone?
Are you hitting on us?
Man, he has no game.
No, not at all.
None whatsoever.
We just thought that if you're bored, you might want to talk, or a chance meeting like this might stir things up for both of us, you know?
Isn't that what it means to hit on someone? Haven't you heard? It's lame to hit on girls at the beach nowadays.
Aw, come on. They were bored anyway. And besides, they look kinda cool.
Really, Nobuko?
Hey, how old do we look to you?
About the same as us?
And the same as you. That's crap and you know it.
They were just trying to be nice. We've actually been out of college a few years now.
Oh, you are? That's too bad.
No, wait, that's fine by us. Older women are more mature and experienced and stuff.
But you were a minor, Junpei.
You know, you're a pretty smooth talker for someone so young. How old are you guys anyway?
Truth is, we're in high school.
I'll be graduating next year.
Oh gosh, that's more of an age gap than I was expecting.
And that's too much of an age gap.
See? It's not gonna work out. Besides, I doubt you're having any fun talking to us.
Right, it's boring.
Wow, he called us boring.
Well, you're out of college, you're adults.
What do you mean, Yoshie? He was just kidding.
No, I wasn't. I was not kidding at all.
Nobuko, you need to stop being so nice to everyone.
Oh, come on. It's been ages since I've done this.
Tease these kids enough. We should head back. They're gonna be waiting on us, you know.
They? You mean, you have boyfriends?
Husbands.
Oh, right. Sorry, forgot to mention that. Well, we gotta go now. We're meeting our boyfriends back at the villa for a barbecue. You can come if you want.
Oh. We did talk to them earlier.
What happened? We look like a bunch of idiots. And you haven't been pulling your weight either. Gotta come through on the next one. You hear me?
Okay.
There's a woman over there all alone. It's unusual to find someone not in a group.
No boyfriends to be seen in the area either. I think we're in the clear. All right, time to make contact. Excuse me, miss.
Oh, hello. Can I help you?
Oh, she's hot. Say, you here alone?
Yeah? And I'm so bored.
I've been watching you, by the way. You've been trying to pick up girls for a while. Well, how'd you do?
It was an utter failure.
That's what I thought.
You boys don't understand women at all.
Guess I can't deny that.
You in the hat. You're way too wrapped up in yourself. Shouldn't you be thinking more about how to make your partner happy?
Yes, ma'am.
You in the t-shirt. You're the type that's stoic, but not very experienced with girls.
Yeah, I guess that might be true.
You seem like kind of a hassle, too. Like you're super logical about everything. And you, with the long hair. I'm not sure about you.
Don't hold back.
I mean, you're mysterious. Like, no one can ever tell what you're really thinking.
It's because they can't see both of my eyes.
You know what I mean? Oh, you're so smart. I think you're just my type.
Hey, wait a second!
Just joking. I like you a lot, too.
Really?
Want me to tell you what would make me really happy?
Yes, ma'am.
Could I ask you to help me put on my sunscreen?
What? I mean, you're alright with that?
Of course I am. I have enough for you, too.
Oh, man. I'm really sorry, guys, but I'm not passing up this chance.
Would you two like to join, too? I'll give you a good deal.
Good deal?
You know that sun in the sky isn't real, right? That's an artificial sun that got sent into space back in the 1980s.
Please. Please. They make her absolutely bonkers.
You didn't know? Turns out that sun sends out harmful rays that mess with your body's equilibrium. Normal sunscreen doesn't work.
But that's where this special one comes in. And if you opt in right now, you can get 3 bottles for just 300,000 yen.
Hey, doesn't she sound kind of strange?
What the hell? Don't just leave me behind!
What? You're leaving?
This sucks so much. What's wrong with you? I thought you weren't interested in picking up chicks.
So that last one, she's the one who in the original one, it's implied that she's trans. And the "doesn't she sound strange" line hits a little differently in that context.
If I'm in a match, I want to win. I know what our problem is. You can't control yourself.
But luckily they took all of that out, which is nice.
What? Don't blame this on me.
Because it gets to be a bit much in the original.
I'm just stating the obvious.
It's not like you scored either, Sonata-san. Why you always gotta be so logical? Even in front of babes. It doesn't make any sense.
What did you just say? That's it. Leader, whose fault do you think it is?
It's both of your fault. Yeah, and they gave us a conspiracy theorist instead.
I won't accept a stalemate. It's either him or me.
Well, tough. It's a stalemate.
Yeah, that answer ain't gonna cut it. Besides, what the hell do you know?
What? Do you see something?
Oh my goodness. Icon.
Talk about saving the best for last. Now that's what I'm talking about.
And she's age appropriate.
Holy hell, she's cute.
Yeah, she is.
Well, probably not.
Man, this is insane. If we nail this, it'll blow our failures out of the water.
She just looks more age appropriate than the others.
One by one instead of all together.
All right, I'm in.
Okay, and let's decide the order. We'll go clockwise, starting with the winner. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
I was gonna say, yeah, if she's built 2 years ago, then yeah, she's not. But she, in appearance, she looks more age appropriate than the others. They lost.
Yeah, I win. Okay, I'll go first. Sonata second, and you'll go last.
For plot, you know.
Here goes. Hey. I notice you've been, staring at the ocean. So, you here with anyone? My name's Junpei.
Junpei?
I was just wondering if you'd be down to talk. If you're not busy. I mean, it's more fun than standing here all by yourself, right?
I am looking for someone.
Oh, her voice acting is a lot better in this too.
Oh yeah?
You are not that someone.
Wow, you got shot down faster than I expected.
She's a tough one, Senpai.
Don't worry about me. Oh, hey. Do you like the, ocean?
Is your question directed at me?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I like the ocean. You know, I heard something interesting about triathletes who train at indoor pools. Apparently, they get outperformed by athletes who train in the ocean.
That information is irrelevant to me.
This is me. This is me when guys try and flirt.
Well, I won. I talked to her longer than you did.
It doesn't matter how long you talk to her. This sucks. I could cry.
Hey, don't cry. You're making me feel bad.
Well, that's where we are. If you can't pull this off, I'm gonna be traumatized for the rest of my life.
We're on the ropes, but it's not over yet. It's all up to you now.
I'll avenge you. Yeah, literally, I'll be like, okay, cool. Not the tide is high. I don't know. Oh my god, this is how non-heteronormative I guess I am. How queer I am. Is that I read the tide is high. And my brain does not think, oh, the tide's awful high on this day. My brain goes to the Blondie song.
You.
I couldn't hear what he said, but she looked surprised. We should go over there.
Initiating evasive maneuver. Confirmation must be made at a secure location.
Not the Naruto run, please.
Hey, what did you say? say to make her run away like that? Well, what are you waiting for? Go after her! This could turn into serious trouble. If you don't, we'll get all the blame. Go on. You can catch her if you hurry. Come on, go after her. Get on your knees, beg for forgiveness, and introduce her to me. Please?
The way she just started off is odd. I'm not sure what you said to her, but you better clear up the misunderstanding.
Yeah, literally. Like, oh, there she goes. There she goes. That's me running away from the men. It's so silly. Oh, there she goes. Me running away from my problems. She really is. Hi, Rafi. Yeah, it's my computer last year. That really was. Me trying to find the solution. This is also me when a guy who is attractive flirts with me and I don't know how to respond. I run away and then I go hide and I'm like, is he gonna come find me? No.
I was correct. I have found you. I have been searching for you. My highest priority is to be at your side.
What? Are you friggin' kidding me?
What's going on? He didn't even say anything to her.
Literally. Seems like she still doesn't want to let go.
There you guys are. What are you doing here? We've been looking all over for you.
What are you doing in the middle of the woods in your swimsuits?
You have no idea what we've...
Well, they had to cover up some part of him if they weren't going to cover up the bottom half.
Huh? Who's this?
And then they had to prep the reveal for the fighting game.
And why is she hugging you?
Listen, we have a slight situation here. I'm sorry to interrupt your vacation, but I need everyone to go back to the house and gear up.
That won't be necessary. We found what we were looking for.
Mr. Chairman, what do you mean?
You had me worried. You can't just leave the lab on your own, I guess.
Understood.
Sorry for all the trouble. Everything is under control now.
What happened to securing the tank?
Oh, that's been taken care of. Igus, join us over here.
Understood.
This is Igus. As you can see, she's a machine with the form and face of a human girl.
I am Igus. My objective is to exterminate shadows. I have been assigned to seize, effective immediately.
No way. It's like she's alive.
This is unbelievable.
How can a robot be this cute? What a cruel world.
10 years ago, a plan was enacted to create anti-shadow weapons. A contingency in the event a shadow became unmanageable. Igus was the last one to be made. and she's the only one that still remains today.
An anti-shadow weapon? Does that mean she has a persona too?
Correct. I am capable of wielding the persona called Palladian.
She suffered major damage in combat her first year out, and she's been kept in the lab ever since. I'm still not sure as to why she suddenly reactivated herself this morning.
Magic.
In any case, I hope you'll all get along.
An anti-shadow weapon, possessing a will all her own. This is amazing!
If you don't mind me asking, when we first saw you earlier, you were, hugging our leader. Do you know him?
Yes, it is very important for me to be by his side.
Maybe her facial recognition system is malfunctioning? Or maybe she's still half asleep. Very interesting.
Half asleep?
Well, I can ponder this later. Anyhow, I forgot to mention. Did you know there are a wide range of recreational facilities you can use here? There's a tennis court, a pool table, and even a karaoke machine. Would anyone care to hear me sing?
No.